Here's a Gift for You and the World by Robert A. Young. There is another way. In preparation for the future and in keeping with the major changes appearing in the world, I would like to open the possibilities to the world that there is another way. This possibility applies to everything we do, say, think, organize, create, and experience in our everyday life, and is not a derivative of anything we know at the present time. This possibility comes from the unknown and appears in the physical world because of our presence, and has nothing to do with a system, process, or belief that we hold or adhere to. It is inherent in our being and so dear to each of us that we dare not mention anything about it for fear of being misunderstood. Each one of us has a knowing of this possibility, and in our own way is certain that it not only exists, but that it will become more than a possibility in our lives in the very near future. This possibility not only exists, it is with us and available through us in the physical world right now without any new knowledge, training, or guidance. All we need is the inclination to be ourselves totally and to move our focus to our unique presence and the sparkle that it brings to our lives and the lives of all those who experience us. This inclination will bring to life a new industry of magic and miracles that will overlay all our activities and bring a flow that has never been experienced in our lives in the physical plane. This new industry of magic and miracles will bring to life our heart's desire in such a way that the results are beyond all logic and outside the limits as presently known in the physical world. This industry has been launched in a very visual way by the children who determined that there would be toys of such quality and beauty at a price that is within the reach of everyone. Major department stores and $2 shops are overflowing with the products that are priced well below their manufacturing cost. The electromagnetic vibration that each of us control can and will change the world without any need for confrontation and without dismantling any of the systems that exist in the world at the moment. With the massive growth of interaction with other dimensions, the awareness of a multi-dimensional world will render the present existence almost null and void, even though it will still exist as a foundation that is continually adjusting itself to maintain its acceptability. What we have to look forward to is a life of continuous flow and excitement, with a sense of perfection that can only be measured by each of us as individuals on a moment-to-moment basis. Adherence to definitions, rules, or diagnoses will be a thing of the past. The harmony that exists within and around each of us will be totally supported by the universe and the earth, and its occupants will suffer no more. Much of what is active in the world at the moment has been here in the background from the beginning, but only available on special occasions when the influence of the general consciousness drifted to the background in the light of a special joy or excitement that struck a glow of remembrance in the overall flow of your life. That special gift, exciting adventure, massive achievement, meeting with a friend, or to top it all off, the birth of a child, will be felt and most likely be remembered forever. The spark that comes with such special miracles connects every part of our being and leaves no separation between physical, spiritual, and the unknown. The mystery of life becomes our deepest excitement. The greatest proof we have that there is a magic and a capability within us to surpass all difficulty and jump into a state of elation is the sudden reaction to a home run or your team scoring in the grand final, or the reaction to an unexpected angelic voice or gymnastic performance. No matter what your condition may be, your immediate excitement will negate all difficulties and have you soar beyond life's conditions to a place of joy and excitement that has no limitation. Even a broken leg will not stop you leaping in the air once you have excited your spirit and let it fly. The energies in the universe have changed, and the world is quickly following. It is not possible to maintain problems or negativity unless you continue to rebuild them many hundreds of times a day. These things are no longer supported in the universe. Linear activity and logic was developed by humanity for a specific purpose, when non-linear and random action was beyond the capability of the average person. We now find that our capability with a multi-functioning, non-linear, multi-dimensional world is way beyond even our own expectations. Linear logic, which is based on action and reaction, is now outdated and has become a very small part of our individual worlds. The confrontation of modern society has both success and failure, but its outcome is predominantly failure if it is not propped up by the massive energies of humanity. This is starting to amplify the reaction of people and overstimulate the need to get rid of the old and corrupt system and replace it with something better. The amplification of the reaction is, however, a linear action-reaction situation that can only end up in disaster. This is linear logic that is not supported in the universe. If we stand back and watch, we will see it all starting to disappear from lack of attention and maintenance, and it will gradually follow the path of nature and return to its basic form so that it can be reborn into something new. There is no need to wait for the deterioration and rebirth, because we have a multidimensional world available to us, where our capabilities are far beyond anything we practice at the present time. And the fortunate thing is that we need no training or qualifications to demonstrate our capabilities. The force of logic is nothing compared to the drive of our universal being, sometimes referred to as our spirit. Once our spirit is aroused, there is nothing that can put a stop to its movement, and it has no concern for success or failure in any form. It is a power beyond consideration that takes no notice of anything, and in fact dissolves anything that disturbs our perfection. The fact that it is short-lived does not mean that this brilliant solution to all problems does not exist. It just means that it is part of the unknown that appears in the physical world and cannot be defined or controlled from the physical plane. It can, however, be available to us in every moment if we dare to allow the phenomena. The mystery that follows is exactly what we have come here to demonstrate, and exactly what will take over the excitement of the world and bring a whole new existence through the reformat of the electromagnetic field that supports our reality. Now, all this may sound a bit way out, but behind it all, there is a feeling of excitement and that hidden question, what would it be like if all this was possible? The answer is beyond belief, exquisite, to say the least, and the practical steps to achieving the impossible are readily available even though they exclude logic, take no notice of what the world demonstrates, and deals with the mystery of magic and miracles. Before we look at some of the endless variations of practical steps available to us at the moment, it would be wise to eliminate some of these variations so we can look our new reality square in the face and know that it is not going to duck behind some picture that quickly generates from the recognition of a possible link to our past experiences or our knowledge of something similar. The key is to remember that you are dealing with the unknown. So if you already know something to the point of being able to explain, then forget it because it is not unknown. Once you try to explain, you change the new reality to suit the old, and therefore magically make it disappear. If we want to see our new reality, then we have to stop making it disappear and allow the unknown to be a reality in our lives. The unknown cannot exist in the physical world unless it has something to hold it. Just like you cannot do much with a paintbrush and paints unless you have a medium to place it on. You cannot paint a picture in midair with a paintbrush and paints. You need paper or canvas to hold the form. The unknown will only demonstrate itself in the physical world if it has a medium on which it can appear. And that medium is the hidden, elevated connection between each one of us, where our spirit resides and our universal selves are recognized. If we now recap on what has been said, we will quickly experience the simplicity. The transference of the unknown into the physical world is not to make it known, but to allow its effect to be felt, seen, or heard in the physical. Remember that the unknown remains the unknown. It is the same as painting a picture. The picture comes out of the paint and paintbrush and appears on a canvas, and the paint and paintbrush remain to paint another picture. The only way you can experience the unknown is to allow it to openly exist in your life and the lives of your friends. From here, the beauty of your own presence and the magic of life itself are experienced in every moment, and the gifts available to you, together with the gifts you have to offer to the world, become a reality. It has always been the case that the greatest things that happen in your life seem to appear out of nowhere with great flamboyance and synchronicity that could never be planned by human logic. The continuation of this marriage with the unknown is now the most exciting part of your existence, and the unique brilliance that you bring to the world is recognized by you and everyone around you. There is always another way that will produce harmony and perfection in your life, and it is continually delivered from the unknown to satisfy the hidden heart's desire of who you really are. I offer you perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future. Love and harmony and lots of sparkles. Robert.